What's up, wonderful, amazing, sweet, and lovely people? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day today, and I hope you're not letting anybody steal your joy. Welcome to Maryam's Joy for Life. Today is a beautiful day. So, on this video, I want to tell you guys about some things that I found out about myself in particular, and some of it I didn't want to talk about at first, but I think that it's good for me to talk about it. First of all, my dress. What do you guys think about my dress? Look at this dress, y'all. This is the black dress of that same dress I was wearing last week, the red dress. This is the black of it. So I got that same dress in black. I really like this dress. I think that is one of the best dresses I've ever had, honestly. And I like how it fits with the string. You see the string that I tied right here? And the shoulder should be moved, poofed. I can't even speak English anymore. To be pushed out a little bit. That's what I was intending to say. And then I accessorized it. Okay. My accessories today are silver with a little bit of gold on it. So silver drop earrings, a little bit of gold accent, and my silver necklace, silver bracelets, and beads with a little bit of gold accent. So, and I'm also wearing black sparkly shoes. You guys may not be able to see my shoes, but anyways, because camera is right there. But yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. So I feel really good in this outfit. And for those of you who are struggling with self-confidence, I want to give you guys a little tip. First of all, you shouldn't allow thoughts of not feeling good enough to enter your mind, because the truth is you are good enough. You're good enough for anything you desire. Don't allow negative thoughts to come into your mind, or the people around you who have, that is even another thing I want to talk to you guys about. There are times when you get so used to hearing negative things and people speaking negative over you that you become so numb to it. You become so used to hearing the negative that maybe it doesn't bother you anymore on the conscious level, but on the subconscious level it does bother you, until you come around people who start speaking positive over you, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I've become so numb and so used to negativity that I never knew that positivity is more powerful than negativity. Anyways, for those of you who are struggling with your self-confidence, I want to let you know that you are already that thing that you feel like you're not, that's making you feel less than who you are. You need to let it go, because you are good enough. You are worthy, okay? You are worthy, you are good enough, you are beautiful enough. You are everything enough. Whatever is making you feel like less than, like you're not good enough for whatever you want, or like you're not good enough for anything, or for good friendships, good people to come to you, or a better job or opportunities, that thing is a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. It is a lie. Because I know that you are good enough. And I want you to start believing that you're good enough, because that's the only way you can change anything. If you don't believe that you're good enough, you can never get out of that bondage. It's a bondage, y'all. And it's all in the way you think about it. It's all in the way you think about it. One of the greatest teachers that I've ever known is also a mystic, okay? He said, the difference between us and every other forms of life, which is animals and insects, is we have a fantastic sense of imagination and a vivid memory. And what is he saying? Some things might have happened to you in life that have made you put yourself down and feel like, okay, I'm not good enough. And when there are opportunities that you could take and improve your physical circumstance, you overlook those opportunities, or you don't even apply for them, or you don't even go for them, because you feel like somebody like you can never get it, because you put yourself down so much so that you look down on yourself, and you just don't want to improve your life, because that's what you want. You want to improve your life, but when opportunities present themselves for you to do that, you put yourself down, when you talk yourself out of it. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Every opportunity that presents itself for you to make your life better, it's because the spirit in you, which you are not aware of, the spirit in you is for forward movement and expansion. So that spirit in you, which is a spirit of love, harmony, peace, joy, abundance, that spirit in you is seeking expression. through you. And the only way you can really change your life is by working with the life force on the inside of you. And you can't do that when you keep living in the past. And by living in the past is replaying memories and scenarios of times when people told you you were not good enough, or you were not beautiful enough, or people like you could never make it, or you were born into the wrong family, you're born in the wrong skin, blah, blah, blah. And that's all a lie, because we're all the same. It doesn't matter whether we have different skin tone, we're all the same. And I'm saying this from a place of knowing we're all the same, okay? You came here to express yourself. You came here to experience life, okay? You chose to come to this earth to experience life a certain way. But because of the negativity around you, in form of the people that you have been surrounded by and the circumstances you have experienced, you have picked up thoughts and patterns that you have allowed to control your life. But you know you have the power to create the life you want. We have the power to create the life we want because the Spirit of God is on the inside of us. Now there's this a scripture that I have been speaking over myself for the past couple of days or 3 days. It says, the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has set us free from the law of sin and death. I'm going to say it again. I think it's in Romans 2 verse 2 or Romans 4 verse 2. It's in the book of Romans. I can't remember the verse, but I know it's in the book of Romans. It says, the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has set you free from the law of sin and death. Now, what is the law of sin and death? The law of sin and death is that thought that tells you can't make it. It's everything you see with your physical eyes. You're trying to judge your life by comparing yourself to other people, or living in the mental space of experiences that you've had and words that have been spoken over you and things that have been projected into you to make you feel like you're not good enough or you're not worthy. I'm here to tell you that you're worthy. It doesn't matter what it is you desire from life, you're worthy of it. You're worthy of it. It is already yours. All things are already yours. The Bible says God has given us all spiritual gifts, and that also includes all physical gifts. But while we're here on this earth, we have to be very, very aware of the kind of thoughts that come into our heads. If you're thinking thoughts of inferiority complex, thoughts of negativity, thoughts of, oh, I'm not good enough, or I can't make it, or I'm this, I'm that, and you're constantly putting yourself down, and you feel bad, and you feel beaten down, and you feel, crunched over each time you think about those thoughts, it's time you drop those thoughts. You have the power to change what you draw into your life, and you are an energetic being. You're always sending forth. You live in a magnetic field, okay? And your feelings always draw to you what you're feeling, and your feelings are an expression of what you're thinking. So if you're always thinking negative, thinking that you're not good enough, thinking that somebody like you can never make it, and you're always talking yourself out of great opportunities, and you always feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, and blah, 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 that's the pattern you continue to recreate for yourself. Even when somebody like me comes along and sees your potential and sees all the amazing things, because the Spirit in you is perfection. You are perfect. Everything you need to be who you are, God has already given it to you. It's all on the inside of you. But if you try to live your life from the outside in, that's when you recreate the kind of life you don't want. I'm going to tell you guys a short story about myself. I've always been very, very positive, okay? Very positive. And I always project my positivity and love for people and things towards others. I don't spend time thinking about negative thoughts and negative things and whatever somebody did wrong to me or blah, blah, blah. But something I wasn't aware of was that although I've been so consumed with projecting my happiness, my joy, my love and contentment on others, because I've invested my heart and emotions and love towards them, I've opened up my field to their negativity to come in. And because I was not aware of rejecting that negativity and letting it control the things that I was drawing to myself, I was really doing myself a lot of wrong, and I didn't know that. And until I woke up from many things that have happened to me that I couldn't understand why, because I knew I had prayed, I knew that I had used my affirmations. Why is it that, why are things the way that they are? Until when I woke up one day in my eyes, and it's like God was just playing a video right in front of me, showing me instances and different things and what it is that I have been doing wrong and what it is I've been doing, I've not done right. And that's when I realized that, you know what? The people you surround yourself by, sometimes you might get so comfortable and so like consumed with how you feel about stuff and projecting your feelings, your kindness, your love towards others. But then you become so blind to the negativity that you have been condoning, that you have been receiving and allowing to come into your space and disrupting things for you. That's some kind of proverb I've just spoken. I don't know if you guys will understand this what I just explained, but I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let me bring it down to layman's term. Everybody that is around you is affecting your life one way or the other. And it is either consciously or unconsciously. But our subconscious mind has so much power that because it's been programmed with negativity and the thoughts of not being good enough and just negative thoughts in certain different areas of our lives, our actions and the way that we feel in our thoughts pattern have brought a lot of things into our lives that if we knew that we had the power to control what came into our lives, if we realized that we are actually co-creating our world, we wouldn't have allowed those things to even manifest in the first place. And for us to do that, we have to come to a place of self-awareness, of being aware of the kind of thoughts coming into our minds and saying no to negative thoughts. Because the way that you catch a negative thought is in how you're feeling. When suddenly you start feeling bad and start feeling not good enough, start feeling, horrible, that's not you. That's not you. It's because you're thinking negative thoughts. It's because you're allowing yourself to be in a negative vibration. You're like, and this negativity is it's a consciousness of negativity in the environment. Okay, it's in the atmosphere, it's in the air, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. But we have been given the higher faculties. We have been given the ability and the power to reject it. And to reject it, you have to speak to it. Sometimes you got to speak to yourself. Maryam, you can't keep thinking negative thoughts. You can't keep thinking negative thoughts. I reject negative thoughts. No, when the thoughts come into your head that you're not good enough, say, no, I'm good enough. I'm more than good enough. I'm more than good enough. The spirit in me is perfect. I'm good enough, and everything I want is going to work out. It doesn't matter what anybody said. I'm good enough. And you start feeling good and start thinking good thoughts, things that make you feel good and make you feel worthy. You start focusing on those things. And you allow yourself, and as soon as you start thinking of good thoughts, you notice that you start feeling good. You start feeling good. You can't be thinking good thoughts and feel bad. No. The only time you feel bad is when negative thoughts are coming into your head, and you have to recognize that and silence that voice. You got to silence that voice because you are good enough. Coming back to why I started talking about, self-confidence and how to just appreciate yourself the way you are, is it doesn't matter what shape your body is in right now. If the shape your body is in is causing you to feel like, oh my God, I'm not fit, I'm just fat, I'm just this, I'm just that, so I can't be happy. That's a lie. That's a lie. You can change the shape you're in. You can. And you have the power to do that. But you can't put yourself down and expect to do the change. If you put yourself down and that becomes like a motivation that helps you focus on changing, what will happen is even when you get that result, you won't feel good. You won't know why. You still feel bad because you're allowing the outside, what you're looking at, to control you. But when you focus on the beauty that is within, you focus on the power that you have on the inside of you, the peace, the perfect harmony, the love, the joy, what happens is you decide you want to lose weight, right? To be healthy and to be able to dress the way you want and wear certain things and just be healthy and feel good, right? You are going to do it. Not only are you going to achieve that goal, you're going to feel great doing it because you're now in touch with your higher self. You're now in touch with that part of you that is gorgeous, that is beautiful, that is light, that is so amazing, that nothing can touch. That nothing can touch. That is why we have to learn to sit in the silence and meditate. Because until we learn to centralize ourselves and focus on the power within, which creates the life on the outside, we're always going to be wishy-washy, back and forth with how we feel and how we act, okay? So I noticed that about me, that although I've always been somebody who prays and who trusts God, who calls upon God, but there was something I didn't know, and that was the power of meditation and the power of looking within and focusing on what I truly want. You know what I mean? And knowing that I have the power. And I'm so grateful and so thankful to those people who God has shown how things work, and who have placed all of the information out there for those who are really seeking freedom from attachment to the physical. Okay? You are powerful, and you can change your life at any time, and it all starts from within. And you will notice that when you start changing your life from within and start changing how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself from inside, and allowing your higher self to come through, there are certain people who won't want to be around you anymore, because light and darkness cannot coexist. Light always wins over darkness, and when light comes on, darkness disappears. And certain people and things will start falling out of your life, but don't be afraid. Because sometimes we become so attached and so used to negativity that when negativity starts running away from us, we start feeling like something is wrong with us. No, nothing is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. You have just allowed your light to shine. Before, you didn't even realize that you had that light. Now that you know that you have the light, and you now know how to access your light and use your light to create the life you want, certain things and people who attach themselves to you in the past, now you don't even need to speak and ask them to leave. They just know. They know it's time to leave, and they leave. They walk away from you. Because when you begin to change your life from the inside out, it begins to affect every area of your life. And for those people who are receptive around you, who want to evolve as well, they will evolve. But those who don't want to evolve, they'll be pushed aside. They'll be pushed aside. And don't be afraid, because I'm experiencing some type of shift in my life right now, and I've been asking the Lord questions and doing stuff, but I'm enjoying the process. I'm just going through the process because I know God knows what He's doing. You know? But I'm still human, and I still want to be like active and involve myself, involve my flesh. But I'm trying to stay connected and stay centralized and not be egotistical. You know what I mean? Because when you're too connected to the physical, you don't give the spirit access to really unfold and expand. But me, I'm like, God, whatever you've started in me, I yield myself to you, and I surrender. Perfect this work in my life. So yeah, so I just wanted to talk to you guys today, and I'm enjoying sending these videos out, and I will keep improving and keep getting better and keep working on myself, because there's infinite possibilities. Okay, we live in a limitless universe, and we serve a limitless God and creator. So God is good, and he can change our lives at any time. Things are changing, so we have to change along and get better. Like the core of who we are is perfect, is beautiful, is amazing, is powerful. You know what I mean? And for us to manifest that in our physical, we have to yield and commit ourselves to it and present a picture that we want to see. So I want you to present the picture of a confident, good enough, worthy woman, worthy man, because you're worthy. You deserve all the good you want, okay? You deserve all the good you want. You wouldn't have that desire in the first place if it wasn't already done. Everything that you want is already there. But now you have to put yourself in a receptive mode. And how do you do that? You have to be grateful and thankful for where you are. And start thanking God as though the thing that you're asking for is already done. Because it is now. The present is your most powerful moment to change anything. So the present is where all your power is and all the good is, okay? I love you guys very much, and I thank you for watching today. You guys are awesome and amazing. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and follow. Let's get on this journey together. God is doing something, and I'm open to it. Are you open to it? I hope you are. I will see you in my next video. Bye, wonderful, amazing, sweet, and lovely people. See you later.